Super! Super! What's up, everybody? Is everyone telling you you're super? How does that work, buddy? Is that how it works for you? Everyone telling you you're super? No, they don't tell me that shit. They tell me I'm amazing. Pretty much amazing. Hold on. Let's go here. Boom. Go here. Let's add something to it. Boom. Super. Local. Let's see what we got. Oh. Oh, I didn't have a video on this one. I gotta make videos for it. So much fucking work, you guys. So much. So much. What's up, y'all? It's NerdN OUT. What are we talking about this week? Just me solo. Are y'all sick of me by myself yet? Well, on Wednesdays it's different. Y'all at least get something different on Wednesdays. Superboy. What's up, y'all? Let's put something on the background. Like, I need some music, you know what I'm saying? And here I'm gonna play this dude again. Cause you know what? I know it's a free mixtape type of situation with him. Sitch. Yeah, that's me. Boom, what's up, guys? Alright, what's up? This is the Biggie, Johnny Cash. The hard top jellies. Believe me. Taste all day. Alright. So today is Tuesday. It's the last NerdN OUT of 2021. So sad. 2021 was so much fun. Not really though. I mean, did y'all really have a good time at this shit? I didn't. Well, I mean, it was alright. We got through okay. Motherfuckers wanna try and do kung fu. Alright, so so this was really, I mean, the past 2 weeks have been amazing in entertainment. I mean, let's just go off the top of my dome. Spider-Man, Hawkeye, fucking so much, just amazing shit. I wrote it all down. Let me make this shit bigger so I don't have to sit here and try to stare at this shit. Again, I'm sorry I didn't have shit prepared today. I probably should have, but you know how I do. No apologies, no Vaseline. It is what it is. Boom. Alright. Oh! In the me, they got the Skygram pager. Remember when having a pager was dope? I had a pager. And my mommy was the main use of getting paged. Alright, gotcha. Eat tuned to be Flick's great week for entertainment. So yeah, The Witcher debuted, and it was so much good shit. And I still haven't watched The Witcher yet. I mean, I'm behind on my game, but I feel like it's been so long since the last Witcher came out. I'm gonna have to rewatch the fucking series or the first season just to see what we're doing. And can I just say how fucking utterly upset I am that they got rid of Cowboy Bebop on my ass? Like, that was something I was legit excited for, and they took it away on my bitch ass. It's okay. It's okay. After the new year, I'll watch The Witcher and catch up with that shit. But I mean, there's been so much amazing shit. They do it so smart. Like, when people have off, they're like, oh, let's throw it out because everybody's going to be home. We can get all kind of views. And what does it even fucking matter? Like, why do you cancel shit? Why don't you give stuff time to get through? Look, see? Because I'm an angel. But anyways, why wouldn't you give shit time to, like, breathe a second? Even though Cowboy Bebop might not be your best show ever, might not be the highest ratings, but I feel like if you gave it a chance, it could be watched. Cowboy, that was a good fucking show, at least in my eyes. I don't know what everybody else feels. So, Keaton, my Batman. That's the Michael Keaton Batman symbol. He's gonna be in the Batgirl movie as Batman too. I don't know all the details or anything like that, but I do know that they want Affleck back very bad. I mean, but he wants nothing to do with it. He's like, I'm done. Like, y'all had your chance, you fucked it up, and I'm done with it. But can I say, 45 days after, which I'm gonna go see it anyways. But 45 days after the Batman comes out, the Matt Reeves Batman, it's gonna be on HBO Max. And guess what? In January, The Eternals is gonna be on Disney. So I was gonna go see it when I went and saw the Ghostbusters movie, but it wasn't even in the fucking theaters anymore. Like butter play toast. Oh, like butter play toast. God, I'm a fucking idiot. So, anyways, and Keaton and Affleck are gonna be in the Flash movie, which is why you gotta have like. I don't know. I'm excited to see the Flash movie, but fuck, man. So, Flash and Batgirl. WB wants Batfleck, and I want Batfleck, but he is done. Batfleck is done, and we know it's okay. It's okay, Batfleck. We miss you. I wish they would have given you a chance. But he is. Affleck is in Flash. Like, why are you? It's like DC just doesn't understand how to do shit at all. And I don't understand that. I don't get it. I don't know why they don't understand how to do shit. You think they do it someday. So, here's your only chance to know. Spoiler alert for No Way Home in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kind of spoiler alert. I'm not going to make it terrible. I'm not a big spoiler person, but I do feel like we're in. I mean, fuck, if you haven't seen Spider Man yet. I mean, shit, I posted it on TikTok for a moment. I gave you the first 30 minutes. I saw somebody else was just fucking skewing the whole movie, and he's gonna fuck it up for us all. I'm gonna get banned on that one day. I'm not for sure I can do it too many more times because my account's in constant jeopardy of getting banned. So, No Way Home, and like I was told, it was great. Just masterful. Not overstuffed. In fact, there was never once where I thought like, oh, this is just too much shit going on in this movie. There was actually less going on than I thought there was. And guess what? Spoiler alert, they don't make it to the Sinister Six. I mean, six villains make it, but you know, really, truly, if you haven't seen this movie yet, why even watching me right now? I mean, you're not a fucking nerd if you haven't. I mean, shit, I know this is the NerdN Out podcast, but you don't have to fucking watch it if you're not into nerdy shit like that. I mean, I do all kinds of nerdy stuff. I'm your entertainment geek guru. All right? I love comics. In fact, when I was a kid, liking comics wasn't fucking cool, but now it is. Guess what? This is the best idea for a tattoo ever. And whenever I was single and I'd go out, I used to flex it, and if a girl knows, it'd be like, do you want to be Robin? Do you want to meet Robin? I mean, I got a million different ways I can go with that, and I'm sure I've told this before. I tell the same stories over and over and over and over again. After sex, so how was sex with Batman? I'm joking. All right, so for some reason we got Michael Keaton and Batman in the Flash, which I would understand Keaton being the fucking the what is it? What's Batman's dad's name? I can't think of his name right now. It looks stupid as shit. But anyways, I can understand Michael Keaton being Batman's dad, and Batfleck being the one that's dead. I don't know. Like I feel like if you only got one more chance at Batfleck, you better make it fucking good, so that way you could get him back at some point. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm sorry. I know that they didn't do shit correctly when Affleck was Batman, but could you imagine how good he would have done a Batman fucking movie if he directed that bitch? Holy shit! Oh, but fuck. Somehow I got off of Spider-Man and jumped back to Batman. I'm sorry, guys. Anyway, Spider-Man No Way Home. I saw it. I was thoroughly impressed with it. I enjoyed the fuck out of it. Uh, and they swerved us with all the trailers. Doctor Strange was not fucking like corrupted at all. At least from what I understood. There's gonna be an evil Doctor Strange in the fucking Doctor Strange trailer. Which guess what? They were smart as shit. And the Doctor Strange trailer was one of the end credit scenes. The fucking brilliant. Like I was thinking, like, oh shit, Doctor Strange, and it was a fucking the trailer. Like, why weren't they doing this the entire time? You could have been giving me the trailer for Thor. Well, maybe they hadn't had it thought out as in time enough. Like, and I guess before they didn't have as many movies coming out at once. I really fucking hate it that when I think of things or think about things for a second, kind of it clicks into place. Like, why didn't they do this? Oh, well, I see why they didn't do this because they probably weren't having this many things ready to go at once. You know. So yeah, I'm giving the Spider-Man spoiler first because I saw Spider-Man before I saw the last Hawkeye episode. So it all kind of played in. And can I tell you, even though it was just a few seconds in time in the Spider-Man trailer when Daredevil grabbed that fucking brick out of the air and Spider-Man looked at him like, what the fuck? And Daredevil said, what did he say? He said, I'm a good lawyer. I'm a great lawyer. I'm an amazing lawyer. Party and bullshit. But, man, that movie was just so fucking good. So fucking good, eh? It was a terror. Ugh. So, and there, because I heard rumors of maybe Mephisto has control of Doctor Strange. Like, I just think the main thing was Doctor Strange wasn't going to be told what to do by his sidekick. Even though his sidekick is now the boss because Doctor Strange got blipped for 5 years or whatever it was. Which is weird. How are they dealing with that shit? Like, so we saw Wong and Shang-Chi. Like, what was going on there with all that shit? Like, because then we saw him in the Doctor Strange trailer. Because in the Shang-Chi, it makes my head hurt thinking about all this shit. I'm going to go back and revisit, like, how does it all go into place now? Because they didn't, like, it didn't seem like Wong already knew Shang-Chi. Did he? I don't know, man. Fuck. Uh, and they swerved us on Doc Ock, and like, did anybody else think Doc Ock was gonna be kind of semi good guy? He never was. I mean, I was really impressed with what they did in the fucking in Spider-Man. I mean, just everything. And Peter 2, Peter 3 were given. Well, the other two Peter Parkers are given, but I like that they didn't show them yet because they could have ruined it. You know, like you knew they were coming, but when you saw them, you're like, and there was that second where you thought, I'm not gonna ruin all that for you. I won't spoil everything, but you really should like step up your game if you haven't seen this fucking movie yet. Anyways, but Disney confirms the names of these Spider-Men. Peter 1, Peter 2, Peter 3. Nope, it's not. It's your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, which is Rami Sam Raimi, yeah, the Raimi verse Spider-Man, and he's called your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man because all that shit happened in that like that the radius of Queens or whatever it was. Like I mean, all that, if you think about it, all that shit happened right around there. So he really and truly was just a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. He didn't do anything outside of the box. And the next one, the Garfield Spider-Man, was going to be called the Amazing Spider-Man, right? Yeah, yeah. The Amazing Spider-Man is because they already gave him that name. He was already. I mean, the first one was just Spider-Man. You know, Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2. This one was Andrew Garfield already had the Amazing Spider-Man name. But now, the last one is Spectacular Spider-Man. Which, I mean, he is fucking spectacular. I'll give him that. He's a spectacular motherfucker. Um, but and you have to give him, like, Peter Parker was kind of a Bruce Wayne, Batman type of character. Like, this Peter Parker was way too fucking happy. Am I wrong? I mean, it seemed like Peter Parker, this one had no problems at all. His high school was not that bad. It just didn't happen that bad. At least from what I understood, I mean, this Peter Parker did not have it that bad. He needed some pain. And they gave this Peter Parker some much needed fucking pain. Again, go watch the fucking movie if you haven't seen it. They kill off a major character, as they do in the third movie a lot of times. I don't know if you notice, in the third movie, they kill off some major characters. No, alright, but the Peter Parker is a bully nerd that is an orphan that has to learn to be a man on his own. Finally, we see this Peter's world fall apart. To add to my magical week, we see the greatest lawyer of all. Again, I already said this. Matt Murdock showing his face in the MCU was so fucking amazing. And from what I understand, that he's not the only part of the Netflix MCU, the Netflix Marvelverse that's gonna come over. But a lot of that shit can't come over because they made it fucking hard. Like, how is Punisher gonna come up in the Disney shit? Like, for real. Punisher kills motherfuckers. Um, Maybe they ought to do a Punisher in Hulu or something. I really don't know. It's very, again, makes my head fucking hurt. Ugh. But we did have a hunch. I mean, it turns out it wasn't what they said it was. But we had a hunch that Daredevil was going to pop up in this. And Disney continues to fix things we have been bitching about. Master debaters everywhere. Thank you, Disney. Master debaters everywhere. Thank you, Disney. We thank you. But I mean, even though you get, which I don't understand how we made, because like for some reason, I mean, I'm not for sure why, but in some facets of the MCU, we had some on point fucking costumes. Captain America, Iron Man, Hulk, Black Widow, kind of, but then when it comes to Hawkeye, we gotta do some weird shit. Like, and like Quicksilver was cool. Scarlet Witch, no, she had to have some weird upgraded version. Like, why couldn't she need that fucking hairdress to get her powers centered? I don't know. But they're starting to fix it all. Like, we won't get into that. We'll get into that more when we get to Hawkeye side of things. But it seems like Disney is fixing a lot of things that we bitched about. I can't wait to see what they fix on the Fox side. Like, that's gonna be fucking awesome. Cough clap. 2 snaps. No, I'm joking. Excuse me, sorry, I had to burp. That's gross. Whoa. Uh, but you aren't like fixing the lame ass villains with the lame ass costumes because they don't wear the lame ass comic costumes. But I mean, Electro came in. He had the fixed costume. He had the star on his shit. Like for a split second, he had the star on his the electric star over his face. And the Green Goblin, fuck, when he had the purple hoodie, like that. I mean, did anybody else like? And I mean, Willem Dafoe's face. I mean, that dude what made the Green Goblin. It seemed like he was a Green Goblin to me. I mean, shit. I mean, that purple hoodie, and you don't need the fucking mask with Willem Dafoe playing the Green Goblin. And you know what? I mean, it seems like, because I heard that Ned might be the Hobgoblin. And it's just, isn't the at least, and I don't know all the new shit. Like, I don't even know Ned was a fucking, I mean, I knew he had, like, friends and shit. I just didn't think Ned was as big as he is. And I guess in different iterations. But, depending on what comic stream you are, how old you are. It just depends on what you know when it comes to comics. And my comics go from like the 80s to the late 90s, I feel. Like, probably, I'm like, and it started to really wane towards the late 90s because, girls. I started liking having girlfriends. So, comics and toys and shit were no longer important. Anyways, go see the fucking flick. You can just say it looks like, I guess, the Sonyverse is gonna be completely different from the Marvel MCU because I don't know if you noticed, Michael Keaton's in the Morbius film, but I think that's gonna be the Sonyverse iteration. The Sonyverse is gonna have its own fucking thing. MCU is gonna have its own fucking thing, and I think in the end it's gonna hurt Sony. And I don't. I mean, I think they're just gonna see their own shit. I mean, did you not hear that Morbius? I mean, just got cut down too, which I'm completely fine with. I wasn't gonna go spend fucking 2 hours in a fucking Morbius movie, anyways. Like, I wish they would just. I mean, you keep trying to do shit on your own, but hey, guess what, Sony? Just take the money. Do whatever fucking Universal is doing for the Hulk. I would like to see some shit fixed where maybe we could see our own Hulk shit. But I mean, I guess it is kind of. I mean, how many like by itself like movies has the Hulk had? I mean, maybe like the what you call it, the restrictions on these characters are what's stopping them from being completely fucking stupid. I don't know. You tell me what you think. I don't know. But because it seems like Venom comes to the MCU for the entire Spider-Man flick, and then he is blipped out as quick as he's there. But guess what's left behind? Some of that symbiote. So I guess they're gonna do right by it. And I mean, shit. I have no idea. It really starts to make my head hurt when I try to think of what the fuck they're gonna do or what they're gonna try to do. Like, I listen to all the theories thrown out there, and it literally just every part of it makes my head hurt. You know. And I mean, why they even have to pop them over? Couldn't they have just done their own symbiote story without any of this extra added shit? Like, if there's multiple universes, couldn't your symbiote come back? Symbiote? Couldn't your Venom come back with J. Jonah Hill's, or J. Jonah Jameson, not Jonah Hill? I would. I think Jonah Hill could play Jonah Jameson. I'm just saying. I know who they got right now is literally on point, perfect J. Jonah Jameson, but Jonah Hill, Jonah Jameson, pretty good, pretty good. Shout out Larry David, Curb Your Enthusiasm, another fucking great season, man. I mean, brilliant. But why couldn't we just pop it, just do your own Venom thing? But I also do want to point out that this Spider-Man flick had none of his own villains. This Spider-Man had no villains in this movie at all. The Mysterio was the first villain. Well, no, Vulture was the first villain. Mysterio was the second. This film had no villains of his own side, so that way he didn't have to decide on any of them. He didn't. It wasn't a character that he killed. These were all characters that died in the Sonyverse. And Peter saved their lives. And he didn't kill the man. When you think about everything in a slow burn type of fashion, man, it kind of blows your fucking mind. I need to do more research. All right. And I do think that the vulture that's in Morbius is going to be completely different from the vulture that's in the MCU. The vulture that's in the MCU is locked up. And it doesn't seem like that vulture was locked up, was he? I don't know. It seems like that Michael Keaton vulture is going to be completely different. Uh, all right. Hawkeye. Again, I mean, you should. Everyone should have seen this flick already. I mean, I don't understand why we even. I mean, fuck it. If you haven't seen it, it's on you. No alerts, no spoils. Fuck it. I'm over it. Um, but I do have a couple of unpopular opinions. I personally have always loved Hawkeye. I like Green Arrow, Batman, Robin. I like all the fucking superheroes that aren't like super powered. Like it kind of comes off amazing. Like even Iron Man. I mean, but Iron Man is rich and has that. Well, Batman's rich too. But Iron Man has that suit of iron, you know, and it's not really iron. I don't know why. I guess the first one was Iron Man. I don't know, but this is what I'm saying. I've always skewed towards the heroes that don't have powers or don't have a whole lot of powers. So I love Hawkeye. And Hawkeye, Green Arrow, they have the essence of Batman. I don't know if you know this. Batman. I'm Batman. I'm Batman. Anyways, I loved Hawkeye. Maybe my favorite of the Disney Plus series so far, which on this was their lowest rated version of the Disney Plus shows. Um, I I loved it. I loved the high stakes aspect of it. I loved how it seemed like an Ant Man, but I guess a lot of y'all are just punk asses that I don't know. But don't get me wrong. In my eyes, they can do no wrong. Even when you think swerve, they get you. My 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 Mizax. Um. Oh, they swerve you. My Mizarks. I probably should reread what I write before I get started on shit, huh? But I literally thought it was gonna be the worst, but the heist Christmas caper feel was good. And fuck, spoiler alert, seeing Kingpin days after Daredevil, I think I had a small heart attack. Do you understand this? On Tuesday, I saw Daredevil in the MCU. And the Wednesday before, I saw a glimpse of the Kingpin. I just thought that was gonna be it. Just that was okay. So that's how we're gonna introduce the Netflix series into the Disney Plus shit. But oh my god! And then it turns out that fucking Kingpin is getting full on fucking released in this shit. And he was fucking badass, dude. Oh my god! And that Hawaiian shirt from the comics. A lot of people didn't like recognize me. I don't remember the exact comic it came from, but I remember seeing the Kingpin in that fucking Hawaiian shirt and seeing him in that white fucking coat. Oh my god! They did it right in the fucking. I can't tell if he had bulletproof clothes still, or maybe he had some Captain America serum or something. Because you know the Kingpin was not just a fat fuck. He was like a for real strong motherfucker, and I mean bullets couldn't really penetrate. I kind of saw him as like I remember the Blob from X-Men. Kind of saw him as that, but it was so fucking good, guys, so good. I was I mean that from day to day. I mean Daredevil. I mean I kind of knew that was coming. But I know they were gonna fucking do the Kingpin so badass in that Disney Plus series. And hey, it turns out that Daredevil might be, and from what I hear, I mean this isn't confirmed or anything, but that they're gonna like you remember what's her name, the Night Nurse, how she was in every Netflix show. Daredevil might be in every Disney Plus show. He might be the go-to thing, and definitely, I mean, look for him in the She-Hulk. Another lawyer. Just saying. And there's no way that was all we're gonna see of the Kingpin. Like, and he had that comic where half his eye was shot out. So the thud and shit could just be some type of bullshit, something that didn't happen, or something like he could come back with just missing an eye, or they're saying she could have done it in his ear, so he's deaf, like she's deaf. There's a couple of theories out there, but there's no way that they just killed him off. There's just no way at all that they brought Kingpin in just to kill him off. It seems kind of just not with it, Uh, and these are uh, and these are the Netflix shows were variants. So everyone that we're seeing is the MCU version of that. You know, like the whole Netflix thing was a variant that can be explained by the Loki time, whatever the fuck it is, and that's why they did that. Which you got to give it to them there. But those Netflix characters were knucking futs. And I got that from Batman or Fat Man Beyond, Kevin Smith. So I gotta give credit where credit's due. I didn't look that up. I'm not in on the mix of shit. And I do like that and people gave a lot of shit about Hawkeye's wife being Mockingbird and how now there's no chance for the Agents of Shield show. Do we really fucking care about that Agents of Shield shit? Because I tried to like that show. I couldn't. I didn't. I mean, did y'all? Did anybody really like that fucking show? I don't think we did. Oh, oh, oh! Matrix Resurrection. It was fucking good. The Morpheus thing threw me off. I thought, did they literally just replace? But it turns out that was the video game Morpheus or some shit. But I did like how they called it out the first, like, they made it all like, oh, our parent company Warner Brothers says either we're doing it or we're doing it without you. And is that the thing? And they threw out all the shit that people talk shit about, like, oh, is it a metaphor for transgender society? Is it this? Is it that? All I know is that was pretty good. Like, I like how they broke the fourth wall. Is that the fourth wall? Yeah, they broke the fourth wall through the entire beginning of the movie. Um, and Doogie Howser did a great fucking job. I mean, I thought it was gonna be pretty shitty, but when it comes down to it, he is a legend. Harry, legendary actor, and he was really fucking good in this stuff. Oh, I'm opening the door, bub. Hey, I'm right here. Come here.
Where's your markers?
What markers? Come here. You wanna come say hi to these guys?
Where's a marker?
You can't have any markers. I got you some crayons, though.
Keenan?
Crayons? You gotta make good decisions, though. All right.
Where's my Keenan?
I put them up. I'll have to get them out for you. Say thanks, everybody. This was NerdN Out. Hey, we're talking to these people right here. You see? Look. There you are. No. All right, guys. Hold on, Jackie. I gotta stop stuff.
Come on, Daddy. Come on, Daddy.
All right, hold on 1 second. Hey, hold on.